Hello everyone, welcome to our channel EduDR. I am Dipali and my today's topic is pronoun. The first question is, what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun to avoid repetition of noun. Now, it simply means that whenever a noun, that is name, place, animal, or thing, is used several times in a sentence, then to avoid the repetition of noun, we use a pronoun. For example, Rahul goes to school, Rahul studies well, Rahul is a sincere boy. Now, here Rahul is a boy who is going to school, who studies well, and who is a sincere boy. So, instead of using the name Rahul again and again, we can use a pronoun, that is he. He is used for males. He goes to school. He is a sincere boy. Now it is simply indicating that to avoid the usage of noun again and again, we can use a pronoun. Now there are basic pronouns which serve different kinds of purposes. The first one is he, which is used for males, she for females, it for animals or things, they for a group of people, maybe males or females, we, two persons including the speaker and one other person, I, myself, and you. These are some basic pronouns. Now we have to study the 8 types of pronouns, which are personal, relative, interrogative, distributive, reflexive, demonstrative, indefinite, and reciprocal. These all 8 types of pronouns are very important. The first one is personal pronoun. These pronouns simply refer to persons as the name itself suggests. Now they stand for three persons. Whenever we see first person, second person, and third person, then it is basically known as a personal pronoun. For example, here two boys are speaking, Hari and Joy. Hari is the first person who is speaking. Joy is the second person who is listening to Hari. So the person who speaks is known as the first person. The person who listens is known as the second person. First person includes I, me, my, mine, ours, we, us. Second person includes you and yours. Now, Hari and Joy are talking about a third person, that is Ravi. Ravi is the third person spoken of. Okay, now third person includes he, she, it, they, him, her, his, they, them, theirs. This is third person. Now, for example, Hari and I will attend a meeting. Here, remember one thing, that in our English language we always give respect to other person. So we will never use I in the beginning of the sentence with another person. We will always use the name of the second person first and then our name. Now second, they are going to market. They is third person, so it is a personal. Then we are swimming. We is the first person, therefore it is personal. This book is yours. Yours is second person, therefore it comes under personal pronoun. Now you can also remember that mine, ours, yours, his, hers, theirs are also known as possessive pronouns because they show a kind of ownership to a particular person. Now, first, second, and third person simply means personal pronoun. The second one is relative pronoun. These words are used to connect sentences. Whenever we need to connect two sentences, we use a relative pronoun to show a kind of relation. There are basically 5 relative pronouns: who, whom, which, whose, and that. First is who. The boy who won the game is my friend. Here, the boy has been joined to the last part of the sentence with a connector who. Second, whom. She is the girl whom I gave your pen. Whom has been used as a connector here. What is the difference between who and whom? Who can be used whenever you can replace the subject with he or she. Whom will be used whenever you can replace it with him or her. Then comes which. He has read the book which I gave her. Now which is simply used to qualify the noun book. Whose. He is the boy whose father is a police officer. Whose is a sort of personal or a kind of a position that his father is a police officer. Then comes that the book that I borrowed from you is good. Now I am talking about that particular book that I borrowed from you. So these are basically the 5 kinds of relative pronouns. Now comes interrogative pronoun. As the word itself suggests, to interrogate, to ask questions. These words are used in the form of WH words. For example, what, who, when, which and whose are known as interrogative pronoun. There is no need of confusion between relative and interrogative because interrogative always ends with a question mark. They will always be in a question form. What does he do? Which is your book? Who painted this picture? When will you come? Whose pen is this? So these are all known as interrogative pronoun. Then comes reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun means that whenever in a sentence the subject and the object are the same. What is subject and what is object? The doer in the sentence is known as the subject and the work done upon the thing is known as the object. For example, I am lifting the table. I is the subject here and the table is an object here. So, reflexive pronouns do not need any other person. For example, myself, herself, himself, themselves, ourselves, itself. These are known as reflexive pronoun. They shows a kind of reflection to the subject. For example, the boys enjoyed themselves. The boys didn't need any other company to enjoy. They enjoyed themselves. I wrote the letter myself. The girl blamed herself. He himself called the police. The old man hurt himself. These words always end with self for singular, selves for plural. Now comes the next demonstrative pronoun. The word says to demonstrate, to explain. This means that this is used to point out the things and persons as near or far. The location is defined by demonstrative pronoun. For example, this is my favorite book. When the book is kept near to me, I will say this. Whenever the book is kept far, I will say that. For example, that is my friend's house. Because my friend's house is far from my house, so I am pointing that is my friend's house. Now, these are my friends. Whenever there is one or more person, then we write these are my friends. Those are my books. Whenever the books are kept far, those are my books. So simply this, that, these and those shows locations. This for near, that for far, these for near, those for far. The next comes distributive pronoun. Now the word says to distribute. These words refer to persons or things one at a time because we distribute things one at a time. For example, each of the 4 boys was given a prize. Here they are shown in a collective manner, in a group, but each particular boy has been given a prize. So each is a distributive pronoun. Everyone got a different present. Now everyone, here each of the person or everyone has got a present. Next one, you could buy either of the books. You could buy any books from the pile. The next one is neither of us went for the movie. Neither the girl nor the boy went for the movie. They do not show in a collective manner. They show particular person. The next comes indefinite pronoun. Indefinite means not fixed. These words which do not refer to anything or person in particular. For example, one must love one's own country. Now, here one does not mean that I am talking about one person. I am saying that all the residents of the country should love one's own country. Somebody spoke to me on the telephone. All is not well with these creatures. Whenever you don't know the particular identity, we use indefinite pronoun. Nobody, any, few, none. These all are known as indefinite pronoun. Now the next one is reciprocal pronoun. These words are used to express a mutual action or relationship. In this reciprocal pronoun, it will always require two persons or more. The action will be like Prem and Ali helped each other. For example, Prem helped Ali, Ali helped Prem. So to shorten the sentence, we have used a pronoun that is each other. Second, we sent Christmas gifts to one another. We sent Christmas gifts, they sent us back. So simply we used one another. These two are known as reciprocal pronouns. When two persons are doing the same actions, then it is known as reciprocal pronoun. There are mainly only two types of reciprocal pronouns, which are each other and one another. Then these all 8 types of pronouns are completed. I hope that you liked the video. If you found this video useful, kindly like it, subscribe it and share it with your friends. Thank you and keep learning.